Assalamu alaikum. In this video we are going to talk about the nerve supply of the anterior abdominal wall, right? The nerve supply of the anterior abdominal wall. The anterior abdominal wall is mainly supplied by T7, T8, T9, T10, 11, 12 and L1. It means the lower 6 thoracic nerves and 1 lumbar nerve, right? Okay, so the abdomen is supplied by the anterior rami of the lower 6 thoracic nerve, right? So these are the anterior rami of the lower 6 thoracic nerve. These nerves comes from behind and passes the two muscle, the internal oblique muscle and the transverse abdominis. Actually, these rami passes in between these two muscle, internal oblique and the transverse abdominis muscle, right? And these nerves supply the muscles and the skin of the anterior abdominal wall. These nerves supply the muscles and skin mainly. It also supplies the parietal peritoneum. Okay. But remember one thing, there is a muscle which is called paramedullus in the anterior abdominal wall, which is only supplied by the muscle which is called paramedullus, which is only supplied by the T12, by a single nerve which is called T12. Okay. So these L1 when it comes from behind, it divides into two. One is ilioinguinal and other is iliohypogastric nerve. Ilioinguinal and iliohypogastric nerves, and these nerves supply the lower part of the anterior abdominal wall, right? So now we are going to discuss about the dermatomes. It is very important. So first we know that what is dermatome. Dermatome is the area of the skin which is supplied by a single nerve. Area of skin supplied by single nerve. This is called dermatome. So there are three very important dermatomes in the anterior abdominal wall. There are other dermatomes also present in the anterior abdominal wall, but three are very important. And first is at the level of T7. First dermatome is at the level of T7, and the other is at the level of T10, and the last one is at the level of L1, right? So why it is important to learn about the dermatomes? Actually, these dermatomes tell about the referred pain. As the T7 is just above the xiphoid process, so the structures which are behind the xiphoid process, if there is a pain, we can understand that there is a problem in this area, right? And the T10 is at the umbilical region, at the umbilicus, at the level of the umbilicus. So it tell about the structures which are present near the umbilicus, what structures lie behind this. Okay, so last is L1. L1 is at the level of just above the inguinal ligament and the symphysis pubis. L1 is just above the inguinal ligament and the symphysis pubis. So the structures which are present there, we can get the referred pain from there.